Well, we are in the smoothie bar right now at Riot Games, just a couple days ahead of Rift Rivals kicking off. I'm joined right now by Caps. Talk a little bit about his trip over here, which is apparently fraught with peril. Of course, this interview is brought to you by Alienware. So first off, this is not your jersey.
Yeah, I'm kind of borrowing one right now.
Yes. Whose are you borrowing?
Well, I'm borrowing Mickey's. So yeah, I guess that's what's going on right now.
And why are you borrowing his jersey?
So my luggage got lost, and I think I'm not like the only one with this problem, but I guess we'll just like borrow around and see what happens.
So you got in last night, and just your luggage did not get in.
Yeah, it was like a really long flight, so I was like really relieved when we finally landed, and to then see all the luggage go by and mine not being there was kind of sad. But yeah,
That's not fun. So are these? Did you buy these clothes today?
no,
Are these the clothes that you wore on the plane last night?
might be.
That's rough. Okay, well you're still doing all right. You could go. There's a place called the Century City Mall, which is really close to where you're staying. You could go shopping over there and get some new clothes.
I mean, we're going today if our luggage doesn't arrive. But we arrived like last night in like the evening kinda. So yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Well, hopefully you get that figured out in time for Rift Rivals, because even your peripherals and stuff you said are also in that luggage.
Yeah. I was like, Miki was even telling me, because usually we use like like bags, like handbag luggage, and we put the gear in that. But I was like, but I've never lost my luggage, so there's no way that will happen, right?
So you did this when you said that.
Yeah, I think I jinxed myself there.
Well, it's interesting too that it wasn't just you that lost the luggage. So hopefully that gets found. Talking about Rift Rivals, though, are you excited about Rift Rivals?
I mean, I was right. now I'm a bit like sad. But
Okay, put that aside.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm especially looking for like TSM, right? Because I want to even out the win rate against Bjergsen. Hopefully, I get to play mid lane, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but we'll see.
I was just talking to the Cloud9 guys earlier, and they said North America's strategy is going to be to avoid you. They said Caps is the North America killer, so we have to dodge him as much as possible. So I don't know how much you'll have a chance to play against them, because it sounds like, at least as the tournament progresses, maybe people stop trying to get to you.
So maybe that's why my luggage is not here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is. They've bribed. North America's figured out the solution is just to make sure you're as uncomfortable as possible. But you are excited about Rift Rivals, because I always try to ask pros about this, because I know sometimes they're like, I wish I wasn't doing this. I wish I was just going into the next week of LEC or LCS.
I mean, I think the problem most people have is that it's such a long flight for like then a tournament that's. I mean, obviously we want to win this, because if we lose, then it's like really embarrassing. But it's a tournament that like doesn't hold the same kind of level as like Worlds, MSI, these kind of things. So I think that's the problem most people have. But I think it's really nice what Riot did, Riot EU did, which is like have a week between LEC and actual MSI, because last year Rift Rivals actually like really hurt the performance of the teams, and I don't think it will do it this time.
Well, that's nice, and yeah, it's good that you guys have that break. Are you excited about? Is it nice to get the break? Do you think that kind of helps relieve you guys, not just with Rift Rivals, but even because sometimes I feel like pro players would just kill to have like 1 week off in the middle of the break.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? I think we have a really busy schedule because of like Worlds last year. We went really far, and then we went a new team, so we had to practice a lot. And then we went MSI as well, really far in that. So we didn't really have that much break, and we had like 1 week before summer started. And now to have like an extra week is like it's basically like the same break as we got in between the splits. So it's like really nice for us.
What do you think is going to happen between North America and Europe?
So I did my predictions in EU. I think I said that us and Fnatic would lose 1 game each. Okay. And then me and Reckless both said like Origin would lose 2 games. Okay. So that's our prediction so far. But we'll see.
And do you think that any of the North American teams are going to put up a really strong fight against you?
I mean, for sure. I think. It's hard to compare like that, right? But I think NA were looking strong. I mean, at MSI they did really well, yeah. And I was thinking that OG Fnatic were very similar to basically TLC9 and TSM, all of them. And we lost to Fnatic last week, right? So for sure we can lose against all the NA teams, I think.
Well, it's good to hear that it at least will hopefully be competitive, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
One thing that I've heard that is interesting, and I don't know if you can comment on this, is I've heard some of the North American teams are refusing to scrim the EU teams.
Didn't really hear much about that. I mean, I think we're scrimming all the like NA teams at Rift Rivals. I mean, obviously we can't scrim all the teams in NA because, well, that's a lot of teams and we don't have many days. But I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay. But so it sounds. Do you like the fact that you get to scrim the North American teams? Does that help you guys out?
Yeah, I mean, for sure it is, right? I mean, it's nice to scrim against new teams, especially teams that I also think are strong. Obviously, in EU, we mainly want to scrim against OG Fnatic because they're looking the strongest, but to get other teams that are also like kind of that level is nice. Now, the only problem is that, for example, we're scrimming today, and I don't even know what like gear I'm using. maybe like a new mouse or something, so that's going to be fun.
Well, there's a Best Buy nearby, so hopefully you guys can find something, get it figured out. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. How's the LAC split going for you? Was it hard transitioning back from MSI? Because I know Team Liquid had a tough time with it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I kind of just went for like a break because I want to reset. And going back into LEC, I didn't really feel like that confident the first couple of weeks. I think my performance wasn't that great, but we were still winning. I think now, after like last week, I'm slowly like getting into it, and I think once I come back to LEC in like in 2 weeks, I guess, I will be like ready to take on any team.
Right. Well, I'm excited to see that. You're gonna try to go out at all, or do anything while you're in LA?
I'm not sure. I think so, right? Because we don't have any peripherals right now, so we're probably gonna try a bunch of things. I heard a lot of things about In-N-Out burgers, so maybe that's something that's on the radar.
Well, hopefully you get a chance to try that. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, I mean, I want to thank you guys. It's not looking. I mean, it's looking pretty good in LEC, but we lost to Fnatic, so we're definitely gonna step up our game. And once playoffs comes, hopefully we'll be the first team. And even if we're not, we'll beat Fnatic.
Well, thank you so much, Caps, for the interview. Best of luck during Rift Rivals. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, thanks so much for watching that interview. I really enjoyed producing it. Man, it just makes me so happy when you watch these outros because, you know, it's not just good for me, it's also good for you because you find out about the live Hotline League that I'm doing for Rift Rivals. Sam, do you want to go to Apple Pan with me and Julie? Kobe, we're figuring out if Kobe's going to go to Apple Pan with us. Anyway, Hotline League Live this Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific, and it's going to be awesome. Please check it out. It's going to be on my channel. It'll be on the Alienware channel. If you're in LA, check out the Alienware Twitter account. It'll be fantastic, and hopefully Kobe gets dinner with us.